class with the foam roller. I'm going to be using a 36-inch foam roller today. You can do the majority of the class with a shorter foam roller, but in order to get the maximum benefit from the warm-up, you will need a 36-inch foam roller. I also have a sticky mat because my surface is a little bit slipperier, and so there will be an exercise we do with the foam roller behind our backs, underneath our shoulder blades, where I find this to be helpful. And then I have a stretchy band or a yoga strap or a long towel work for the belly stretches that we'll also do. So, to begin, let's go ahead and place our foam roller long on our mat. You go ahead and sit on the very, very edge of it. Take a deep breath to connect with your body. Roll your shoulder blades back. Sit up on your sit bones as much as you can on the foam roller. Bring your ribs together as if you're wearing a corset. Draw your shoulder blades down your back with a wide and open sternum area. Arms gripping, hands gripping behind your knees. Elbows wide to the side. Inhale to prayer. Exhale, articulate your spine down to the mat, leading with your sacrum. When you get down there, go ahead and adjust. We want to be on the foam roller from our head all the way down to our tailbone. Let's go ahead and check in with our neutral spine here. A little adjustment. Your sacrum should still be flat. You should have a slight curve or lift in the lower back area between your sacrum and your ribs. Your ribs should all be in contact with the foam roller. Exhale and go ahead and make sure that you're not flaring your ribs out to the side, that they're knit together, or it's as if you're wearing a corset. You still have a wide open collarbone area. Your shoulder blades are flat down your mat. We're going to take our hands coming out of our 12th rib or our sternum, or for ladies, bra line to keep them away from your ears or shrugging. Palms facing each other, fingertips straight to the ceiling. We're going to inhale our fingers up to the ceiling as if they're being pulled by a string. Don't squeeze them together. Lift them straight up out of your shoulders. Exhale to round your blades over the foam roller. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Lift and round your blades. And exhale. Two more. Check on your ribs. Make sure they're not flaring at the front. Check on your sacrum. Same movement again. Inhale your fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale them open. Go ahead and float your hands out to a T as wide as you can without losing your neutral spine or flaring your ribs. Back to the original position. Inhale to float. Exhale to round your shoulder blades. Inhale to open to a T. And exhale. Your hands back to starting position. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. While we're speeding this up, let's go ahead and check on our neutral spine. Our arms should be moving independently of our body without any rib flaring or our shoulders creeping up. Coming back up. Flip your palms to face away from you or towards your knees. Bring your arms down in a field goal position. We are going to rotate from our bicep or upper arm to bring our palms up to the ceiling by our ears. We're going to rotate to flip our palms towards the floor. Up to the ceiling, or palms up, palms down. And up, and down. Check on your shoulders. A lot of times people have a tendency to creep their shoulders up by their ears on this one. We want to maintain the distance from our ears to our shoulders. Staying right here. We're going to take just our left hand and bring that up to the field goal or palm up to the ceiling position. Your right hand's going to stay palm down. And now we're going to switch with control. And switch, that's 1, switch, switch for 2, switch, switch for 3. This is an excellent time to go ahead and check on the position of your body again. 5, shake out your neck, and 6. Stop me right there. Bring your arms up to the ceiling. Allow your shoulders to relax around the foam roller. Again, just like in the second exercise where we came up to a T, you can bring your arms above your head as far as you can go without losing your neutral spine, flaring your ribs, releasing them, tucking or tilting your pelvis. So, keeping neutral spine, bring your arms back behind you. As you circle your arms to the outside, flip your palms up to the ceiling, drawing your pinky blade edge down to your hips by engaging your lats. Arms up to the ceiling, circle your arms above your head, drawing the pinky blade edge to your hips. Here's 2. 5, 4, we're going to 5. Can you sink your belly button down to your spine as you bring your hands to your hips? And exhale. Bring your arms back up, coming out of your 12th rib or your sternum. We're going to reverse. Bring your hands down to your hips, flip your palms to the ceiling, and bring your hands behind your head. Go ahead and stop right here with your arms above your head. Check in with your body. Is your neutral spine still intact? Ribs on, flat sacrum, slight curve. If not, go ahead and raise your arms slightly and see if you can re-engage your neutral spine there. That's where you'll want to bring your arms back to keep your neutral spine in this position. Arms up to the ceiling, hands down, palms up at the hips, and bring it around. Circle. Belly button to spine. Belly button to spine. And belly button to spine. Let's go ahead and platform our forearms and our palms down by our side. We're going to walk our heels in until our heels are directly under our sits bones. We're going to march with articulation to warm up our feet and our lower abdominals some more. We're going to go ahead and start with the left leg. Raise your heel, raise the ball of your foot, roll through your toes, bring your foot to tabletop, and release back down, rolling through your toes, the ball of your foot, and your heel. Right leg, go through your heel, the ball of your foot, and your toes, lift your foot to tabletop, release back down, rolling through toes, ball of foot, heel. Left leg, heel, ball of foot, toes, toes, ball of foot, heel. Right foot, heel, ball of foot, toes, and now toes, ball of foot, heel. Let's go ahead, check on our ribs, shake out our neck. Can you start the lift from your lower abdominals? You inhale the right foot down, exhale, and now lift your left leg from your abdominals. Can you find the sinking or hollowing in your lower abs to lift your leg? Shake out your neck a little bit. Try to open your shoulders a little wider. One more on each side. Bring your ribs together. Stop here and here. We're going to go ahead and do toe dips. Bring your right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop. Starting with your left leg, go ahead and dip your toe and exhale it back up. Inhale to dip your right and exhale to lift back up. Inhale, left, exhale, and right, and exhale. Left. I'm sure you're sick of hearing it, but go ahead and check out your neutral spine right now. One more on each side, and then we're going to go ahead and add a challenge to our toe dips. So, somewhere in between the tabletop and the straight legs is your hook position. We are going to do 4 on each side from a hook position. Establish your neutral spine. Dip your left. And exhale to lift. Inhale, lower right. And exhale to lift. Inhale, left. Exhale to lift. And right. And lift. Go ahead and rely heavily on your forearms to stabilize yourself in this position. So you can go ahead and maintain your neutral spine. 1 more on each side. Go ahead and release your left foot to the mat and your right. Go ahead and separate your feet until your heels are underneath your sits bones. We're going to do curl-ups. Arms parallel, fingertips up to the ceiling, palms facing away. Inhale, prepare. Exhale. Nod your chin to your chest as if there's an egg underneath. You don't want to crush it or let it roll away. You want your sacrum to be flat. Slide your ribs towards your hips. Release back down. Arm coming out of the bottom of your sternum or your 12th rib or bra strap. Release. 1 more in this position. As I stated, we are going to be working our lats pretty strongly today. So we're going to come to a V position, widening our collarbone area. Our palms are going to be facing towards each other with slight more pressure in our pinky blade edge to engage under our arms and down the sides of our ribs or our lats. Inhale, prepare. Exhale to curl up, drawing your pinky blade edge to your hips first. Sliding your ribs to your hips and release. Exhale, lift and release. And exhale, lift and release. If you had trouble finding your lats in that position, it should be easier in this one. We're going to come out, bringing our arms to a T, hovered slightly above us. We are going to inhale, prepare, palms to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your pinky blade edge to your hips and release. And exhale, pinky blade edge to your hips and release. 1 more. And release. Go ahead and platform your forearm and your palms by your side. Go ahead and rock side to side gently and roll off. If you are on a raised position like I am, please be very, very careful when rolling off your foam roller. Put your foam roller to the side. We are going to do the same series of curl-ups without a foam roller with our legs and tabletop. So go ahead and check in. Flat sacrum, slight curve or lift in your lower back, ribs on, knit together. Shoulder blades should be extremely flat on the mat. Palms up to the ceiling, facing away. If you can bring your right leg to table up, left leg. Inhale to prayer. Exhale to curl up. Don't forget your egg under your chin. Sliding your ribs to your hips. And release with articulation. And exhale, lift. Don't round in when you're lifting. You're going to keep it wide. And release. Arms to a V. Palms facing each other again. Pressure on your pinky blade edge. And exhale up. Pinky blade edge to your hips first. And release. Release 1 more. Dropping your belly button to your spine. Arms out to a T, hover slightly off the mat. Inhale, prepare. Exhale to curl up, wide shoulders, pinky blade edge to your hips. And release. Exhale. And release. Exhale. And release. Go ahead and drop your knees. Rock them side to side gently. We are going to grab our foam roller. We will be doing hundreds with the foam roller today. We're going to take it long ways. Squeeze it with our entire fingers, all of the fingers on our hands, squeeze together. We're going to engage by spiraling out slightly more to our pinky blade edge. I did that for emphasis. You can have your hand flattened, give just a little bit more pressure. It'll engage under your arms, down the sides of your ribs for your lats, where you're going to bounce it gently off our thighs in our working position. If you have neck issues, please leave your head flat on the mat. Leg positioning would be Parallel hooked, diamond shape turned out, parallel extended, Pilates V or turned out extended. If that is too much load for you and you prefer to do hundreds in tabletop or with your legs this in, please put your feet flat on the mat, curl up, do the hundreds with us here, so you continue to get maximum benefit. Arms up to the ceiling, a slight amount of pressure in pinky blade edge, knees up to tabletop, or your chosen level. Inhale to prayer, exhale to curl up, and begin inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale. Go ahead and put a slight amount more pressure on your pinky blade edge to engage under your lats. It will help you pull your shoulders away from your ears, shake out your neck. Can you tweeze your seat slightly to engage your glutes? Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop your belly, bend your spine on the exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit your ribs. Make sure you're not imprinting your spine or tucking your pelvis towards your nose. Stopping there. Bring your knees into tabletop, arms up to the sun. Articulate your spine down to the mat. We're going to go ahead, put the foam roller to the side. For our roll-ups, we're going to do 3 variations of roll-ups today. Only one of those will use the foam roller. The first one that we do will be with bent knees, arms over your head. Inhale, nod your chin to your chest. Grab behind your knees. Exhale to fold over your feet. Inhale, coming back in a C-shaped curve. Bringing your sacrum to the mat first. Exhaling your arms over your head. Inhale, head, neck, and shoulders. Grab behind your knees or walk up with your hands. Exhale to straighten your legs up, fold flat over your legs. As you begin to pull back in your C-shaped curve, bring your knees up and exhale down. The next variation that we do will be straight leg with a classical roll-up. We are going to do it a little different today. We're going to inhale our arms to the side and exhale. Nod your chin to your chest. Fold over. Inhale back. When your sacrum hits, exhale. Your arms straight back. Inhale, arms to the side. Exhale to decrease momentum. We're looking for deep abdominal connection for the roll-up. One more. Big exhale to help you up. Fold over your legs. Inhale back into the C-shaped curve. When your sacrum hits, exhale your arms above your head. If you'd like to try something in addition to that, go ahead and grab your foam roller. We're going to hold on to the sides with all of our fingers together, like we did in the hundreds. Tap it on the mat beside you. When you swing it up over your head, try not to use momentum to take you up. Be very gentle. Inhale. Head, neck, and shoulders. Foam roller to in front of your sternum. Exhale over, hovering your foam roller off of your legs or feet. Inhale back into a C-shaped curve, still hovering your foam roller. Exhale, tap your foam roller to the mat. Inhale your foam roller up over your head. Exhale to fold over your legs, hovering your foam roller. Inhale back, give a slight squeeze, slightly more so on the pinky blade edge. Tap your foam roller to the mat, one more. Inhale. Fold over. Inhale back. And exhale. You can leave your foam roller back there. We're going to do single leg circles with the foam roller behind our shoulder blades. I'm going to choose to use a sticky mat with this so that my foam roller does not roll. Put my foam roller right there. You're probably going to need some adjustment when you come down, so go ahead, Come down onto your foam roller. Find a place where you can find a nice curl up without tucking your tailbone too much. You want more of a neutral spine feel, but with the curl up. Extend your left leg long. Extend your right foot to the ceiling. We're going to be working with parallel feet today. So the leg that leg in the air, your right leg is parallel, and your leg on the mat is parallel. Go ahead and flex your foot on the mat, flex your foot in the air. We're going to inhale our right leg across our body, and exhale. Lifting it back up. Your hands may be flat on the mat. You can bring your forearm down. You can come onto your fingertips, or you can hover your hands. In this more precarious position, let's keep our circles the width of our mat. Here's 5. We're going to go ahead and switch. Try not to let your pelvis pop or tilt. You will feel your foam roller move when you do that. The maintenance of this body position is crucial to keeping your foam roller where you want it. Go ahead and take 2 fingers on each hand, place them on your hips. Make sure that you're not rocking. Line your collarbone. Shake out your neck. Go ahead and draw your right knee into your chest. And if you'd like, come into a tiny back extension. Don't crunch your neck like this. Or hold your left hand behind your head and draw your right knee into your chest. Coming back up, extend your right foot on the mat, bring your left foot up, adjust your foam roller, flex both feet, hands, forearms and palms on or fingertips or hovering. Inhale your foot across the body or midline. Exhale to bring it back up. Rocking your pelvis. 3, 4. Here's 5. Go ahead and reverse. Check on your shoulders. Make sure they're wide. Shake out your neck. If you feel some tension, you can bring your head behind your hands. Go ahead. If you're not doing that, take 2 fingertips to check on your hips. Belly button to spine on the exhale. Final one. Draw your knee into your chest. Extend over. Don't crunch your neck. If you find you're having trouble doing that with the extension, take your right hand, hold it behind your head to help maintain a uniform curvature of your spine. Go ahead and bring your left knee into your chest with your left hand. Go ahead and sit up after that. We're going to bring our foam roller to the side. We're going to begin this series of 5. Some of this series of 5 we will be using a foam roller for. So, guide behind your knees, elbows wide. Articulate your spine down to the mat. Hands to ceiling, palms facing away. Knees up to tabletop. Inhale to prayer. Exhale to curl up over your sternum. Extend your left leg to working level. Take your left hand, put it on the inside of your right knee. Take your right hand, put it on the outside of your left ankle. Exhale and switch. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your shoulders wide, or your elbows wide, I'm sorry. Keep your shoulders wide and flat though too. You feel it? Go ahead and shake out your neck. Go ahead and rest your head. If you can't come out of your neck, maintaining a neutral spine. And final 1 and 8. Draw your knees into your chest. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Double leg stretch is next. We are going to use the foam roller for this. We're going to hold it long. Fingers and thumb all together. Squeezing slightly more so on your pinky blade edge. Knees up to tabletop. Exhale, curl up. Bring it to above your knees. Inhale, extend everything long. Energy coming out of your toes and out of your fingertips. Exhale. Bring it all back together. Inhale. Exhale. If you feel as if this is a little bit harder than the other double leg extension that we've done, it is true. There is a slight amount more load with the foam roller. And you are adding additional pressure to your lats. If you're having trouble with this, go ahead and rest your head, neck, and shoulders and extend your arms and bring everything back in. And extend and bring everything back in. Go and rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Bring your feet down, rock them side to side for a second. Hang on to your foam roller. We are going to be using it for scissors. So, you are going to bring your leg to the foam roller. You're not going to rock up to hit the foam roller to your leg. So, inhale, exhale to curl up, bringing the foam roller in front of you so you can press in more so on your pinky blade edge to engage your lats. Extend your left leg, bring your right leg to the foam roller, and pulse. Switch, pulse your left leg. Pulse right, pulse left. Pulse right, pulse from your abdominals. Left. Here's 4. Maintain a neutral spine. 5. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Here's 6. If it is hurting your neck, shake it out. If that doesn't work, rest your head, neck, and shoulders on the mat. 8. Draw your knees into your chest. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. We move on to the double leg lower lift. My personal favorite way to do the double leg lower lift is in the diamond position, and that's how we'll do it today. I like the diamond position turned out, squeezing my heels strongly as if I'm trying to control a dime between them. We're going to do it today also with the foam roller between our knees. Bring it a little bit so you can maintain it. What it's going to do is when it wobbles, it's going to show you the inconsistencies that you have on either side. Try to keep the foam roller steady the entire time. Put it in a spot that's comfortable, maybe right above the knees, maybe right below the knees. I prefer right above the knees in the thigh area. And exhale to curl up. Adjust your foam roller from there so it's not stabbing you in the face. We're going to lower 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Squeeze your foam roller and lift. And lower 1, 2, 3. Exhale, squeeze your foam roller and your heels. And lift. Lower 1, 2, 3. Lift with your abdominals. Thumbs long down your neck for support. 1, 2, 3. And lift. Drop 1, 2, 3. Here's where we'll be able to see your foam roller shaking a little bit. 2, 3. I think that's 6, so we're going to do 2 more. 2, 3. And lift. 1 more. 1, 2, 3. And lift. Go ahead and take out your foam roller. Bring your knees down. Rock them from side to side. We're going to do the elbow to knee, but it's really going to be the foam roller to the knee with rotation. When you come back through the center for your rotation, leave your curl up where it is. Don't dip. And then reach and dip and then reach. We're rotating and rotating. Maintaining our curl up. So, holding the foam roller between your 2 palms, long position, elbows up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, lift, extend your left leg to working level, rotate using your obliques to reach for your right side. Inhale through the center, exhale and switch. Your hips or sacrum should remain level the whole time. Your twist is coming from the belly button and above. Don't allow your foam roller to lead the movement, meaning don't do this with your foam roller, rotate with it. 7. Maintain the center of the foam roller the entire time. And 8. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Press your knees down. Rock them from side to side. Drop your foam roller underneath your knees so we can curl up. Bring your foam roller from underneath your knees. Extend your legs out straight in front of you. Separate your feet so that your hips, so that your heels are hip distance wider, but not wider than the mat. We want to maintain an inner thigh connection here. We're going to do spine stretch with the foam roller in two ways today. So the first way is we're going to take the foam roller, place it behind our back. If you have a tendency to round back like that, when you come over, instead of rounding down, articulating your spine down, you will do what I just showed, bouncing the foam roller behind you. So to begin, we're going to have our arms coming out of our sternum, our ribs knit together, our belly button drawing to our spine. It's as if we're glued on both sides of our sits bones and our heels. We're going to peel away from the foam roller. We're going to exhale to full flat over our feet. Inhale our lower back of the foam roller. And exhale to articulate our spine straight up, growing taller. Inhale. Peel off the foam roller. Exhale over your feet. Inhale, lower back. And exhale to articulate. Inhale and exhale to fold over, reaching past your feet. Inhale your lower back to the foam roller. And up. One more. When you come up, don't flare your ribs. Now that we've established a spinal articulation in our spine stretch, we're going to bring the foam roller between our hands, fingers all together, coming out of our sternum, 12th vertebral strap. Inhale. Lay down. Exhale to come out, drawing up into a diagonal, reaching for where the wall meets the ceiling. Inhale back down and articulate your spine back up. This is a hamstring stretch, or more of a hamstring stretch. Inhale, articulate again. Exhale towards your feet, extending into a diagonal, drawing your shoulders down your back by putting more pressure on your pinky edge. Inhale down. Two more. It's as if someone has that belt and they're pulling you backwards at your belly button. Belly's drawing strongly back towards your spine. One more. Extend up, 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 up. It's very good, guys. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to go ahead and go into soft with no foam roller. Go ahead and put it to the side. Reaching your arms to the T, palms down in your periphery. Still glued strongly in your heels and your glutes. Inhale to twist, growing taller to the right. Exhale to reach down, sawing off our baby toe with our left pinky. Right palm flips to the ceiling. Flip your palm as you come back up. And exhale to switch. Flip your palm up to the ceiling as you dive. And exhale. Someone still has that belt behind you, even in the soft. Oops, excuse me here. Come back up to center. While we're here, we're going to do the spine twist with the foam roller. Normally your feet are glued together, ankles, knees, and toes. We're going to take the foam roller, put it right above our ankle, lower calf, pulling in more from our inner thighs than from our ankles. Straight up on our sit bones. We're going to bring our arms out to a T. We're going to rotate to the right. Growing taller, rotate to the left. See if you can rotate far enough without adjusting your arms to tap your spine, tap your foam roller. Two more on each side. Inhale through the center. Exhale as if you're wringing something out on a twist. One more on each side, because it feels nice. Go ahead and take your foam roller, place it to the side, because even exercise transitions are still part of the workout. We're going to take our legs, swing them around on either side that you wish, coming onto our stomachs. Our foam roller, we're going to lay out in front of us in a horizontal position. We are going to do a lot of back extension work, so if you're more comfortable not using the foam roller or releasing it at any point, please feel free. Go ahead and just leave it there in front of you. Make your hands into a pillow. Rest your forehead with your inner thighs. Squeeze your legs together. Draw your belly button up towards your spine as if you're trying to make space for a little row of ants to go underneath. Bring your ribs together so they're not flaring, and your shoulder blades flat and wide down your back. We're going to do swan prep and a modified swan dive with the foam roller. For the swan prep, you're going to draw your shoulders down your back with your lats. Begin with your palms facing out from each other, right below your elbow. Inhale through here. Exhale. Squeezing your inner thighs to protect your lower back. Pull up with straight arms. Don't bend your arms. Only pull as far as you can with straight arms. And exhale to release. Inhale to lift with straight arms. And exhale to release. If you're feeling it in your lower back, draw your belly button more strongly into your spine first. If that doesn't work, squeeze your legs together. It will decrease your range of motion, but your lower back will be protected. And exhale to release. From there, we're going to let go of our foam roller real fast. Go ahead and draw your belly button up towards your spine, knit your ribs, and with your glutes, lift your legs up. Excuse me, and release. Lift, straight legs, and release. Squeeze your glutes, lift, or squeeze your inner thighs, lift with your glutes and your hamstrings, back chain of the body. One more. And release. So we're going to go ahead, place our hands back on the foam roller, like we just did for swan prep. Foam roller right below the elbow, palms facing away from each other, looking down, draw your belly button to your spine, knit your ribs. Inhale, bring the foam roller under you for swan prep. Extend back out. When you're fully extended, lift your legs with your glutes, hamstrings, inner thighs, and release. Inhale, come up into swan prep. Exhale to release. Inhale, lift your legs. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, come up into swan prep with your lats, shoulders strongly away from your ears. Exhale, back down. Inhale, lift your legs. Exhale, release. Go ahead and push your foam roller out in front of you. We are going to use it again in just a moment. Rest your head and your hands like a pillow. Shake out your lower back, your hips, your legs. We're going to come up into a Sphinx position. Fingers away from you. Elbows pulling in strongly to your hips. Belly button to spine. Knitting your ribs. Wide collarbone. Shoulder blades wide and flat for single leg kick. We're going to take our right leg, flex it to pulse, flex it and point, and release. Left leg, flex it to pulse, point it to pulse, and release. Right leg again, flex, pulse, point, pulse, and release. Left leg, flex, point, release. If your body's shaking, make your pulse smaller and more controlled. One more time on each side in this position. Flex, point, release. Flex, point, release. For those of you who would like to add on for a challenge, we are going to use the foam roller to roll up into swan prep. We're going to flex, point, release on the left, release back down. We're going to do that 3 times. For those of you who would like to continue on with the classic single leg kick, you're more than welcome to, or you're welcome to take a break in child's pose. So, if you'd like to move on, foam roller underneath Your elbows, palms facing to the side, belly button spine. Inhale, lift, flex right, point right, release, flex left, point left, release. Pressure your pinky edge and release down. And left, flex right, point right, release, flex left, point left, release. Pull back down. One more. And up, flex, point, release, flex, point, release. Come back down. Push your foam roller away. Push back into a child's pose. Taking your left hand, reach it up, thread it under your right arm for a slight twist. Come back to the center. Bring up your right arm, thread it under your left for a twist. Come back to the center, walk your fingers back out. We are going to go into sideline legs. We will not need our foam roller for this one. Let's go ahead and start on the left side first. You may start lying flat on your side with your arm curled as a pillow, up on your forearm as long as your shoulder stays away from your ear and you're engaging your lats the entire time. Go ahead and rock forward slightly in your thigh meat to stay away from your sciatica. And bring your feet forward slightly. Flex your feet, lift your foot up to hip height, point to bring it forward, and flex it to bring it back. Put some weight in your front hand, kick forward, flex back. Minimize the rocking in your hips. 4. Shoulders wide. 5. Lift up out of the side closest to the mat, no matter where you are. 6. 7. 8. 9. When you bring your foot back, bring it back past the midline for a hip flexor stretch. And 10. Bring your foot back till they're stacked on top of each other. Squeeze your leg and lift it up as if you're pulling for mud. Squeeze and pull. Energy coming out of your heel. 4. 5. Don't forget to breathe. 7. Rock forward slightly. 9. 10. Lifting your foot only up to hip height. We're going to go ahead and bring our bottom leg to meet it for 1. There's your left leg. 2. 3. 4. 5. Squeeze your inner thighs. 8. 9. 10. Go ahead and release your feet. Turn them out so your toes are apart, your heels are together. Lift up in your side close to the mat. Put some more weight in your outside hand, or your top hand. Point to lift, and flex to bring your heels together. And chill. Lift your foot as high as it can go without releasing into the mat. If you're up on your forearm, make sure that you're pulling your shoulder blade away, or your shoulder away from your ear by engaging your lats. Don't poo bear at the front. Make sure that you're pulling in your belly button. Your ribs are together. And 10. Bring your foot up to hip height, pointing it. Strong energy coming out of your toes, moving from your glute. 10 small circles the size of a grapefruit one way, 10 small circles the size of a grapefruit the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stopping there, we're going to do a rainbow. The rainbow is going to be larger than the hot potato, but it will come to the front of the mat, tap the front edge, bring it back around, and tap the back edge, leading with the heel, and tap front, tap back. 3. We're only going to 5, 4, and 5. Go ahead and roll onto your stomach. Take your left hand, make it into a pillow for your forehead. Take your right hand, reach back. Grab your right ankle or top of your right foot. Press your hip into the mat for more of a quad stretch. Go ahead and come up, making every transition into an exercise again. We can go ahead and swing our feet around to the other side. Again, Arm can be long, into a pillow, up on your form, as long as you're engaging your lats to pull down and lifting up out of your side closest to the mat. Go ahead and bring your feet slightly in front of you. We're going to go ahead, flex both of our feet, put weight into your front hand, rolling slightly forward with your thigh meat to protect your sciatica and not give you any back pain. Lift your foot up to hip height. Point to kick it forward and flex to pull it back past the midline for a hip flexor stretch. Point forward. If you're feeling stable enough, go ahead and take your hand and place it on top of your hips to make sure that you're not rocking. 5 and 6. Once you're stable, place some more weight in your hand. Just stay out of your sciatica. Shoulders down. 9 and 10. Go ahead and stack your feet on top of each other as if you're pulling through mud, but there's strong energy coming out of your heel. Squeeze your legs together and then pull them apart. And 2. Check your side. 3. I'm just thinking a little bit. 4. 5. 6. 7. Bring your ribs together. 8. 9. Wide collarbone. 10. Keep your foot at hip height. We're going to squeeze our bottom leg to our top using our inner thighs. Lean forward on your hand. 1, 2, 3. Strong squeeze. 4, 5. Lift up out of your side. 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and release your feet to touch each other. Heels together, toes apart in Pilates V. Take your foot up to the ceiling and flex the lower 1. Energy coming out of that foot. The toes as you kick it up, and the heel as you bring it down. 4. Don't forget to breathe. Here's 8. Come out of your shoulder. 9 and 10. Point your toe, bring it up to hip height. Strong energy coming out of your toes, moving from your glutes. Circles the size of grapefruits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rainbows leading with the heel. Tap the front edge of your mat. Bring it around to the back. Tap the back edge. And 2. And tap. 3. Don't forget, only 5 here. 4. And 5. Go ahead and roll onto your stomach. Take your right hand, maybe into a pillow for your forehead. Reach back with your left hand. Grab your left ankle or your left foot. Pull your heel to your booty, pushing your left hip into the mat. That was a good one. Go ahead and release your foot. Grab your strap. We're going to go ahead and do the ballet stretches, the piriformis stretch. Take your strap, put it around the arch of your foot. I'm on my right side first. Go ahead and pull your right foot back to your underarm, not to your nose. Try to maintain a neutral spine as you stretch. Take both straps in your left hand. Pull your leg across the midline for an IT band stretch. Lifting your left or your right hip, leaving your ribs on. Bring your right arm out to a T. Look over to that right hand for a slight cervical stretch. Bring it back up to the center. Take both straps in your right hand. Bring it out to the side, pulling up to your ear. Don't let your hips rock in this one. They want to stay evenly placed on the mat. Bring it back up to the center. Bend your left foot so it's flat on the mat. Take the strap out. Cross your right leg at above the ankle, across your left knee. Thread your right arm through your leg. Reach back behind your leg. Keeping your neutral spine. If this hip flexor stretch is nice, but you can't go deeper, go ahead and reach for the front of your knee. Maintaining a neutral spine. One more breath. Go ahead and release the stretch. We're going to take our strap, place it around our left arch, extend our right foot long on the mat, take our left foot and bring it to under our left underarm. Straight leg, guys. I don't care if your leg is down here, you're going to get more of a stretch than if you bend it to bring it up here. Taking both straps in your right hand, extend your left arm to a T, bring your left leg across the midline, lifting your left hip, leaving your ribs on. Look over to your left hand for a slight cervical stretch, stretching your IT band at the same time. Bringing everything back to the center. Take both straps in your left hand, bring your leg out to the side. If your hip starts to rock, bring it back in, and then pull it up a little bit stronger towards your ear. There we go. Go ahead and bring everything back to center. Release it. Plant your right foot on the mat. Take above your left ankle. Place it across your right knee. Take your left hand, thread it through your left bent knee, and reach your right hand around. If this feels real nice, and you'd like more, if you can maintain a neutral spine, bring your hands to the front of your knee. Go ahead and plant your feet flat on the mat. Exhale, on your chin to your chest. Rock it up to sitting. We're going to go ahead, move on into the cool down. You guys deserve it. Go ahead and hold on to your foam roller. Place it in the front of your legs. Reach underneath it because it'll be easier. Exhale to bring your spine down to the mat. Lift up, squeeze your glutes and outer thighs. Place the roller underneath your tailbone. You're going to have to wiggle around to find the perfect spot where it'll stay. We're going to come up, bring our legs straight to the ceiling. Go ahead and grab onto the sides of the foam roller. Palm our fingertips all together. Wide shoulder blades, guys. Relax your ribs and sternum. We're going to do some scissors. Right leg to the toe or to the nose, and then switch. Bring your left leg. Go as far out as you can with the leg reaching away from you with a straight leg. It's a hip flexor stretch at the same time. Since you're raised up on the foam roller, the straighter your leg is, the heavier the load of your leg, the more of a hip flexor stretch you'll receive. One more on each side. Leg straight up to the ceiling. Left leg only. Extend your left leg down to the mat. Bend it in. Bring it into your chest. Extend it up to the ceiling in a bicycle. Extend to the mat and bend to bring in. Straight leg. Straight leg kick down. 3. And straighten. Here's 4. And bend. And straighten. Try not to let your ribs rock during this. We want to keep them in the same position. And now we're going to reverse. Bend it in. See if you can tap the mat on your way out and lift. Bend your knee in. Tap the mat out. Straight, 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 straight. And left. 3. Here's 4. Exhale, lift. And 5. And exhale to lift. Other leg, right leg. Straight leg down to the mat. Bend it to bring it in. And straighten it to the ceiling. Straight leg and bend. And lift. And leg. And bend. And lift. One more. And lift. We're going to go ahead and reverse. Bend your right knee into your chest. Bend it, tap the mat. Extend it out long. Lift it to the ceiling. Bend into your chest. Extend down to the mat. Straightening your leg and lift. Here's 3. And 4. And finally, here's 5. This next stretch is going to be more of a single leg stretch. Bring your right knee into your chest, extending your left leg out long. Bring them both back up to the ceiling, and left knee to chest. To the ceiling. Same as before. Try not to let your upper body rock on the mat. and 3. Here's 4. Stop right there. Grab on to above your right knee. Stretch your left leg out long. Relaxing into the stretch. Straighten your leg as much as possible. Mine never wants to touch the mat. Go ahead and switch. Nope, not today. Go ahead, bring both knees in. Give them a hug. Put your hands on your foam roller and press it out slowly and with control so that one vertebra touches the mat at a time. Keep it going, super slow. As slow as you can, guys. And there you go. Let's go ahead and stand up. We're going to come to a wide stance with our feet turned out in the Pilates feet position. We're going to go ahead and bend our knees with our palms facing the ceiling. Side bend, palms facing each other, back to center. One more to each side. And that's it for class, you guys. Thanks so much.